The topic of today's sermon is the Great Equalizer. I read a couple stories in the Dhammapada, and in the stories, one of the stories was about a monk who was blind in his final life. And when asked why he was blind, they said in a previous life, he injured a patient. He was a doctor. And he had a patient come to him and say, hey, I need you to help me treat my eyes. I'm going blind. I can't see, but I don't have money. So can you please treat my eyes, and I promise I will be your servant, and I'll take my child and we'll both be your servants for the rest of our lives if you just fix my eyes. He helped them. But after her eyes got fixed, she realized she's going to have to be a servant for the rest of her life. So she decided to lie. So when he said, are your eyes better? She would say, no, they're worse. Are your eyes better? No, not at all. And he knew that she could see. So something inside him said, I'm going to get you for this. So he gave her a medicine and said, take this medicine, it'll make your eyes better. She took it and then went completely blind. So for many, many lives, he was born blind as a punishment. And it made me wonder, in the last life, he became an arahant while blind. So why does someone have enough spiritual strength to be worthy of arahant, but then why is he still blind? To me, there's a conflict there. But what is the conflict is that for him, he learned it while under the pain. He achieved it while under duress. Then it made me think of the person who got the most pain in the history. The person who's the most evil, supposedly, was the Buddha's cousin, Thevatat. He went after the Buddha every life. He tried to kill and murder the Buddha every life. Even in the final life, he tried to steal the Buddha's power, steal the students, badmouth him. He did everything he could to tear him down, and he failed. Then a word in the story triggered me. It says, towards the end, in the last 9 months of his life, Thevatat fell deathly ill. He got so sick. And at that point, he reflected on all the things that he had done during his life and realized how wrong he was for what he did. And he wanted to go to the Buddha to go say sorry and ask for forgiveness from the person he wronged for so many lifetimes. Well, the story goes that the earth could not bear his evil any longer. If his foot touched the earth would suck him in with an earthquake and he would die. So he tried to find a bargain how to get out of it. So he said, my students, carry me to the Buddha. I need to see him. I need to apologize to the person I have wronged for eternities. And his students carried him. But as they got closer, his students took a rest. And due to his personality, Thevatat stepped off of the platform to go use the bathroom or to do a shortcut. And right when his foot touched the ground, the earth sucked him in. And he died. But the moment before he died, he reflected that with my last thing on earth, which is my head, I will offer this to the Buddha as my final offering. Please accept my apology. Now, why do I tell you these stories? Is because as a life mission, we want to win. We want to be the best. We want to be happy. We want to be so pleasureful. We want things the way we want it. But in both of these cases and numerous others, when you reach the door of death, everything gets put into perspective. Why would I want to be the leader of the Sangha if I'm going to die soon? All this pain from sickness is not worth being cooler than that guy. Suddenly death equalizes all your desires. It puts everything into perspective. Think about how much evil you won't do if you know you're going to die soon. Think of all the evil you won't do if you know how much suffering it will cause you. Think about how much evil you have done because you don't think you're going to die. Think about how much evil you have done because you don't think about the suffering that will follow. And that is why this is the Buddha's greatest gift to us. is a reminder of our mortality. Because we will die, make your life worth it. Do something worth remembering, where when you die, you're proud of yourself and your efforts. Don't worry about the accomplishments. Don't worry about the money or the houses. Those get left behind to the people who are still here. Worry about the achievements of your soul. How many times did you fight back the urge for evil? How many times did you do the better thing? How many times did you not take the shortcut? That is what goes with you forever, because those are qualities of the soul. Stop living for qualities of the body. Big muscles, big this, big that, who cares? Live for the qualities of the soul. That's what you will take with you everywhere you go. Change your perspective, change your life. Because eventually death will come, and it will be the great equalizer.